What's up, guys? This is Michael with Michael Talks Metal, back for video 120 to resume our chat about hardenability of an alloy steel with an AI, ChatGPT. If you haven't seen last week's video, check it out. That was our first session with ChatGPT. So, here's our questions, and as you know, we asked them all at once last week. Today, it's the same questions, but asked one at a time. Let's see what we get. Question number 1. What is the hardenability of a steel alloy? ChatGPT response. The hardenability of a steel alloy refers to the ability of the steel to be hardened throughout its cross-section by heat treatment. It is a measure of how well the steel responds to heat treatment and how deep into the material the hardness can be developed. The hardenability of a steel alloy depends on its chemical composition, microstructure, and thermal treatment, and can be measured using techniques such as the Jominy end quench test. Like we saw in the last video, we have a short answer to the question, but this time it includes a brief statement about what affects hardenability and a method of its measurement. Since it did not know we were going to ask additional questions, it appears to have added depth to the answer. All right. So question number 2. What determines the hardenability of a steel alloy? ChatGPT response. The hardenability of a steel alloy is determined by several factors, including chemical composition. The presence of certain elements such as carbon and alloying elements like chromium, molybdenum, and nickel can affect the hardenability of a steel alloy. Microstructure. The grain size and distribution of the microstructure can influence the hardenability of a steel alloy. Thermal treatment. The temperature and cooling rate used during heat treatment can affect the hardenability of a steel alloy. In general, steels with higher carbon content, larger grain size, and slower cooling rates tend to have lower hardenability, while those with lower carbon content, smaller grain size, and faster cooling rates tend to have higher hardenability. Okay. Lots to critique here, so let's do this one section at a time. Carbon and alloying element content are the variables in chemical composition that do affect the intrinsic hardenability. Strike the can in can effect. This whole section has flaws, with distribution of the microstructure the most egregious string. Sounds fancy, but gibberish. A true statement about the process of heat treatment, but again, not anything to do with the intrinsic hardenability of a steel alloy. In this closing statement, we have a large error. Hardenability increases with carbon content. ChatGPT gets it backwards twice. Grain size and cooling rate affect the heat treating process, but is not a factor in the intrinsic hardenability of an alloy. Question number 3. How is the hardenability measured? ChatGPT response. The hardenability of a steel alloy is typically measured using the Jominy end quench test. In this test, a cylindrical sample of the steel is heated and then quenched at one end in water while the other end is allowed to cool slowly to room temperature. The hardness is then measured at various points along the test piece, and the results are plotted to give a hardness versus distance from the quenched end plot. This plot provides a measure of the steel's hardenability, indicating how deep into the material the hardness has been developed. Other methods of measuring hardenability include the diameter measurement method and the longitudinal method. These methods are less commonly used than the Jominy end quench test and provide similar information about the hardenability of a steel alloy. Slightly different but very similar description of an end quench test when we compare to last week's question and answer. This answer acknowledges the existence of other measures but does a very poor job in describing them. Still, does not recognize that intrinsic hardenability is most often calculated from the chemical composition. Today, it is much more common to accurately calculate the Jominy profile directly from the chemical composition, and that is not mentioned by the AI in either of the sessions we asked our questions. Man, look at that. It takes a lot of work and knowledge to separate the wheat from the chaff. But if you have enough knowledge to do that, then you are probably not needing to get into a conversation like this with an AI in the first place. AI can find information, but has some issues in evaluating it, parsing the data, and putting all the pieces together. At this point, it is still too nascent to use this information as facts. You have to have a professional review any metallurgical info provided if you intend to use this information in some sort of real-life application. Never, ever, 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 ever do this, please. And always check with a professional metallurgist. So that wraps up our chat on ChatGPT. But before we part ways, I do need to remind you to check the specs. All right, so missed last week's video? Narshi Blos. Haven't subscribed? Please consider doing so now. Michelin Metals is a full-service distributor and supplier of all things steel. Check the website for more info. Thanks for watching. This is Michael with Michael Talks Metal. I will see you same time, same place next Thursday, 10 a.m. I'm out.